Hey guys, so this one's going to be about bladder incontinence. From quite a young age, I remember being teased that I smelled of wee. Um, yeah, it was one of those things like I thought I was just being picked on. I didn't really see it as anything else until I started getting a bit older and I started noticing it myself. And it wasn't a hygiene thing, like, we used to shower all the time, used to bath all the time, always in clean underwear, like, it wasn't that. And it got to a point after a certain age I started stealing like sanitary towels off my mum because I needed to, be able to dispose of things because it was that bad. And I had knee conditions, which meant I couldn't sit like on the floor in assembly and things like that. So I used to sit on a chair. And I think that was my turning point of like, there was something wrong because I wouldn't sit on the floor even if my knees weren't fine because I smelt and I knew that I smelt and it didn't matter how much spray I put on, how many times I changed a pad. It was awful. And I stupidly didn't speak up until I was 18 years old. And I went to the doctors and the doctors referred me to the hospital. And the hospital at the time said it was because I drank caffeine. Now, I used to have maybe 2 cups of tea in the morning and that was it. So personally, I couldn't see it being that. But I left and just carried on with life until it started getting me down more and more and more. And I've had so many different appointments and it took them basically 10 years to figure out that I had a bladder 3 times the size of an average person, basically. And it can hold a certain amount and then it just goes, nope, we're getting rid of that. There's no warning. It's like a constant dripping tap is the only way I can explain it. And I've had catheters. I've had to self-catheterise for a while. And then because that was causing too many infections, they put an indwelling catheter in. And that made me extremely ill. So it ended up having to come out. And they offered me a suprapubic catheter, which goes in through the bottom of the stomach in an open hole. And I don't know about you, but I'm extremely squeamish when it comes to open injuries on myself or open wounds on myself. I can't be dealing with that. So I decided that no, we're just going to stick with incontinence pads. As expensive as it can be, I just get on and do what I can, do the best I can. It's embarrassing, but for me, everybody knows. All my friends know about it. It's not something I've hidden because I hid it for so long. I've had articles published by Bladder and Bowel UK because my main thing is raising awareness. That's all I want. I don't want anybody to have to feel the way that I felt about it. So yeah, that's basically my background on my bladder issues.